Welcome back to Whiskey Wonder Woman and another mystery box. I'm Whiskey Wonder Woman. I do mystery box whiskeys every Wednesday. So let's get started. I have a pour of the whiskey right here. I have to guess what type of whiskey it is, and I think if it's under 50 or over 50. So let's get started. All right, starting off with the color, it's a dark amber. There's like a nice deep hue to it. It's coming off just in the middle, like it's not thin, but it's not thick either. Let's go in for the aroma. I'm getting something new. Well, actually, it's coming off really fruity, and I can't tell if it's coming off like deep dark plums and berries or like a really sweet cherry. I want to lean towards cherry because it's just a tad bit sweeter than I think like a dark berry, or it could come off as a really, really sweet plum. It's extremely, extremely fruity. I do get the oak in here, but it's really sweet, and I want to add to the sweet note and add vanilla to it. It's just coming off extremely sweet. And then maybe just a hint of spice. The aroma is actually fantastic. All right, let's go in for the taste. Cheers. That is really good. But it's thin. Like it went away way too fast. Ah man, that happened too fast. I have to go in for another taste. I get the oak. The oak seems caramelized, so I'll add caramel in there. There's spice, maybe like clove. I think the oak lingers a lot, but not in a bad way. It's coming off sweet, but I think it's also showing up in the finish, like just a tad bit bitter and like biting. And maybe that's why I'm getting a little bit of spice. But overall, it just has like a weird, like, it's not creamy, but it's creamy feeling. It's not like full body, but there's something there that's really carrying the flavor. I really can't like explain what I'm experiencing. Like, I think it's like a fantastic, I'm gonna say bourbon. I think it's a fantastic bourbon, but like something is just throwing me off. I think it's just like maybe a little too thin. I think other than that, it's really fantastic. And maybe that's why, like, because it's so thin, I'm not getting the full potential of the flavor. If it was maybe thicker or maybe older or whatever it is, I think this would be like the bomb, like amazing. Let me go in for my third sip. I get more oak in the finish now, but yeah, it's just like, it's very thinning. And I wish it had more. Like, I wish the finish was just a little longer. It just disappears way too fast. I'm gonna go in for another sip. Yeah, my notes are like oak for sure because I'm getting in both the taste and the finish. I'm getting caramel in the taste. I will say maybe a hint of sweetness in the finish. And then I'm also getting spice. Maybe it's like warming, so I want to go with cinnamon or clove. But it's not lingering. It is very warming though. Okay, so I am thinking that it's a bourbon for sure. And based on the taste, a little confusing because it is honestly really good. But I think it's like a little thin. And I'm torn because it could be really good or it could be like really bad. I'm really liking it though. I mean, it's growing on me. Like I'm liking the warming finish. Maybe it's a sweet rye. I don't know. That was a bad call. Maybe it's not. Okay, I'm gonna stick to bourbon. Based on the tasting notes, I think I'm going at 50. Like I know that's like a bad call. Like it could be either over or under because I just think it's that close. I think it's really good, but I think it's just missing like something just a little bit for me to push it over 50 to say that, ooh, this is amazing. Even though I said it was fantastic, I think it could just be a little thicker and more like full bodied. So I'm going bourbon and I'm going at 50, maybe a tiny bit under 50. I also think it could be over 50. Okay, I'm going under 50. I'm not confident in that choice. I feel like it could be over 50 as well. All right, I'm just gonna stick with under 50. Let's see what's inside this box. Ooh. Oh, a bullet. Okay, we have a bullet. $55. Oh my god. Guys, I should have went over 50. It's $55. Darn it. Darn it. Okay, we have Bulleit Bourbon bottled in bond. Wow. Okay. Let's see what the proof is. It is 100 proof. It says very special bottling. Oh, is this like a limited edition? Bulleit Bourbon Frontier Whiskey bottled in bond from the 2017 distillation season. So that would make it 8 years old. I think it's an 8-year-old bourbon, guys. But like, look at it. Like, can you see it in the bottle? It just looks like water. It looks really thin to me. Let me look this up because I'm a little baffled. It was actually really good, but I don't know. It looks a little watered down to me. Ooh, fun fact. This is their first release of bottled in bond whiskey. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. Inspired by our high rye mash bill. There was the spice. It's aged for 7 years, hailing from the spring 2017. Okay, so it was bottled last year. So that makes this 7 years old, not 8 years old. It says it's a limited time offering, but it plans to release more bottles for the coming years. Okay, let's see the tasting notes. Bulleit bottled in bond is spicy and fruity on the nose. Yep, I got that right. On the palate, it has notes of lightly toasted oak, maple. Okay, that's where I got that sweetness from, maple, and nutmeg. That was the spice. And they had a sweet butterscotch finish. I could kind of agree with that, but it was super, super weak for butterscotch, to be honest with you. But it was like almost there. So here we have it. Bulleit's first bottled in bond bourbon. It was actually really good. For the price, like it's $55. I don't think it's terrible. I just think that it could be just a little bit cheaper based on the notes I gave. I feel like it is a little watered down to me. However, there is a ton of flavor. There's a lot of fruitiness that is forward in the aroma. I did get like caramel and oak in the taste, and the finish had a ton of like spice and oak to me. I do think it had a ton of potential. I think the only thing that threw me off was that I thought it was a little watered down and thin, but if it wasn't, it would have been like freaking fantastic. And it's 7 years old. I mean, I think that's why it got a lot of that good oak and like sweet flavors. It's actually really good. This one wasn't bad. I mean, $55, I wasn't too far off from the price. I felt like it could have been like in between, like really good or really bad. It's just like very short. Like I would price this a little under 50 if I was going to buy this again, just because I think it's thin. Like I really don't know if you can see. I think the whiskey is a little thin in here, but it still has good flavors. So if you're a Bulleit fan, I think you might like this bottle. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this price for $55 is fair for Bulleit bourbon? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next whiskey video. Bye.